All right, you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. Okay, here we go. We're gonna do a Nostra video about the big fights on Friday the 15th at Pro Box. And these fights are at 6 p.m. if you want to go check out Pro Box. And then there's fights on Fight Pass 9 o'clock. That's so these two you could watch both episodes. Now, the big card is in I believe Florida. I think it's Florida. Anyway, Muhammad Kajir Yugobudov, 22-1 with all 12 KOs against the silent assassin William Foster III, 12-2-0 with 11 KOs. Now I've watched the two of these guys fight. Muhammad, he's an Olympian, but he's a little short. He's a little, he don't impress me that much. I mean, he was knocking out guys with body shots, but the silent assassin, he's got all the physical advantages. He's tall, and he's an African American fighter, as opposed to Muhammad Mahujuga Mahubova, who's from God knows where, Pakistan. But this is one time when the Uzbekistans are really tough guys. They're the kindreds of the Mongols and the tortoise, but he ain't gonna fight Foster. Foster's an silent assassin. He's too tall. He's got a good punch, and he will outpoint or knock out because of telling you that's what's gonna happen here. Okay, El Polo Starling Castillo, 19-1-1 with 13 KOs against Shenard Birch, 21-2-1 with 17 KOs. Now this is Dominican, this Dominican darling El Palio. He's pretty good. He's a relentless guy. He has long arms. He's a pressure fighter. But Shenard Birch, an African American fighter, he's a very powerful. He's a good boxer with a devastating punch. And I think he will be too much for Castillo. In my estimation, he has too much firepower. And he's a big, powerful guy. He's really powerful, and he's going to win that fight. Now, Marcus Vela, 10-1-0 with 7 KOs against Louis George, 12-0 with 10 KOs. It's an interesting fight. Both are tall fighters. Marcus Vela is what you call your basic tall Puerto Rican guy. And or Mexican, or whatever these differences make. The point is, I think he's from California. Anyway, he's tall. He's about 5'10". Louis George is, I don't know where he's from. Maybe he's a black guy. He's 12-2 with 10 KOs, but he's a little too stylish. This fight's gonna be out in California, and I don't think the slickness of Georges, although he could pause an exit. I think he's even taller than Velia. But Villa, I like my heart is with the Villa, the Villa. And then Dominican Dominic Villa, who's undefeated, with 7 KOs against Iron Alvarez, 15-3-0 with 10 KOs. This is going to be a war. Both these guys are warriors. The Dominican Villa, it's Dominic, not Dominican. I think he's going to be a little too much. Iron Man Alvarez will live up to his name, and he's a pretty tough guy, but he's not a fringe contender at this point. He's a great journeyman. That's right, not a journeyman, a bit better than a journeyman. 15-3, only three defeats, 10 KOs. He's going to be a tough fight. But iron melts. Triggerman Juan Maduro. 14-0 with 1 draw, 14 KOs. Big puncher. Filipino, and he's fighting Demetrius Pades, 14-7-1 with 10 KOs. I see early knockout. I see setup. I see better fights in a gymnasium. It's the one punch knockout artist. The other guy he's been knocked out quite a few times. I got to keep track of these things. Look, Miguel Meduz, he's making his pro debut. He's fighting the Drago Andre Firm kid 1-1. Oh, I saw the dragon, the Drago. He's a little white, skinny white kid against the Mexican Menace, Olympian. How much of a step do you want? Then there's Elijah Flores, 9-0 with 3 KOs against Elijah Venice. Yeah, both are Elijah, both have biblical names. Uh, but Ennis has 8 victories, 7 by knockout. The other guy doesn't have the firepower. They're both good fighters. No doubt about it. They're both good fighters, but I go for the guy who can punch a little better, if you know what I'm saying. Now, we're going over to the 9 o'clock show. Omar Cadero Trinidad, a proud name of Trinidad, 1901, and with 13 KOs against Lorenzo Parra, 23-1-0 with 17 KOs. But Parra, he's from a foreign land. He is. And I don't see him beating Trinidad. Trinidad is a very big, powerful puncher. This is going to be going on in Los Angeles, so Lorenzo is going to be not fighting in his hometown. There's going to be a war, both of sluggers. Lorenzo, but that maybe a little padded. It's he's I think he's from another land, and maybe somewhere in Venezuela. Mariska Harito 8-0 with 2 KOs. Now she's a good, tough little cutie pie Japanese girl, and she's tough. Mini is her last name. Did I get everybody's last name here? Oh yeah. Anyway. Mini's fighting Kisi Inikorma Condones Gomez. 9-0 with 2 KOs. Both have not much power, but that's because the ladies are not given enough time to score KOs. The KOs happen at the last moment of the fight. That's why I think they should change those rules. But Condones, I saw her fight. She's gonna beat the Japanese girl. The Japanese girl's gonna go. It's a kamikaze message. This girl's tough. She knows how to fight, the Gomez. Abel Majiri, 8-0 with 5 KOs against the mighty Aston Plaquet, 28-8 with 8 of losses, and that's a draw. He's going to get blasted out. Abel is going to be able to knock him out. Babyface Assassin Guadalupe Medina, 10-0-8 with Kate. 8, is that 8? Is it 2? I don't know what that means. 2 KOs. The baby-faced assassin, I think Guadalupe is a girl. She's getting the La Pentarita Riba Couturiers 5-2-1. These last names of these Spanish girls. Some of the Spanish guys, so they all call each other mighty, and the guy has 1 KO, and hasn't been won another fight in 10 years. Alpaca Biquito El Carreo 4-0-1 with 2 KOs against Bad Boy Damian Polito 3-0. These I go by the guy with the bad name. Now Pacalipto is pretty impressive. Then Abraham Morales 1-0 against Nasal Teresi 1-3-0. These are guys who are making their pro debuts. They're not putting them with world beaters. So that's it. That's my predictions. Should I make my predictions for Saturday? Should I wait on that? It's going to be interesting. I don't have the paper with me, so I better do that. I don't have to do that until tomorrow. All right. That's my predictions. Let me shut the sucker down. Oh, do I show my eyes? I gotta show my eyes. My eyes are my best attribute, and they have blind at this point. Like,